It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
It's Monday, May the 8th, and this is the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rickton. Well, this is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callis.
How are you?
Today is a Monday.
Today is a Monday.
Yes.
Oh, good, because it's Monday.
Yeah, it's a good, yeah.
Tomorrow will be Monday for you, and Wednesday will probably be
Wednesday
a Monday
will be a
for
Monday, and then Thursday's a Monday, and then Friday's graduation.
There you go.
Is Friday graduation?
No, not yet. Wait, hold on. I'm getting messed up. No,
It's not
because
till the next
this
Friday.
Friday is my daughter's graduation
Right.
in college.
Now,
So we're going to
just
be
trying
driving
keep
to
you in line
Fayetteville.
here.
And Tuesday, they got the Athlete of the Year banquet.
Tomorrow is Athlete of the
Yep.
Year banquet. Yep.
Yep. Just throwing that out there.
I
Talking
believe-
about stuff coming up.
I believe I'll be there.
You believe you'll be there?
Yep.
I believe I'll be there.
Yep, I believe I'll be there. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Worked with my dad and went down to the cabin that we got in Calico and did a bunch of cleanup stuff that needed to be done and mowed and weed eated and I had a good time.
Are you up on the bluff or down on the river?
We're down on the river.
Down on the river.
Yep.
So are you, when you go through Calico, you go to the left?
You go turn right. As you enter Calico, you turn right, and it used to be called Calico Street. I don't know what they call it anymore, but
First road to the right when you
Yep.
pass 56, go up the little draw.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
and there's an old retirement home that used to be up there. I mean, huge building.
Yeah, the old White River.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And past that, go through the S curve, and then you hang a left and down to the river.
And that's when it starts bringing you back down.
Yep.
I had some friends of mine that had a couple cabins up on top.
Oh, okay, where they can go.
Once you get up on top the hill, and you look down into the river, and you can see the old bridge there and such. But
Now, this one, you can walk right down to the river. We've only had probably one real scare about the water level. It got into the crawl space, but didn't get into the cabin before.
cool.
Yeah, cool.
And your daughter's graduating from college,
She is. She's graduating this Friday.
and her husband will be graduating on Saturday.
Yep. Yep. So we'll stay through that and go to both of them.
So it'll be fun times had by one and all.
You bet. You bet. Be a good time.
And she's
Then
looking,
we got the big move. She's moving to Memphis. So
when are you going to do that?
I don't know yet. She hadn't given me a date yet. So I know I think she's got that until July or something. So I don't know exactly when they got the move planned.
Well, they shouldn't have a bunch of furniture. Oh,
No.
they may. They were living in an apartment, weren't they?
Yeah, but it's furnished
Oh, okay.
where they were at. So yeah, there won't be that much going.
Makes it a little bit easier.
We got a few things at the house we're going to take to their place, but
Just rent you a little trailer or a pod.
yeah.
Cool. What a deal.
Yeah, get her done.
You're getting old, Scooter.
I am. I'm telling you. I'm about to be empty home. What do they call that? Empty nesters.
Empty nesters.
Yep. Getting close.
Time for phase 2 of life.
There you go. Party it down. Bring it on.
No, I was thinking more like downsize the home a little bit
That we may do.
and just kind of relax some, not have so much going on all the time.
We're talking about
Let me know how
downsizing
that
the
works out
house.
for you, okay? Because I'm 20 years older than you, and I can't see that ever happening.
No, things won't cool down. I think we're going to downsize, though. We are talking about that. The house was way too big for
Way
what we
much
need.
bigger than what you need.
Yes. Yes.
How about a little morning prayer?
All right. How about it?
Brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respect is not just their motto, it's the way they do business. They Roller Funeral Home, with their 29 locations throughout Arkansas, there's one surely close to you. If you don't know where it might be, give them a call here at Mountain Home at 870-425-2161. Just let them know that you're looking for some assistance. I'm sure they'll be glad to help you. And now the morning prayer. Lord, just thank you for the beautiful weather over the weekend. Lord, we just thank you for that and the ability to get some things done in our lives. Our garden is now planted, and Lord, we just thank you for that as we love to grow our own fruits and vegetables. And Lord, we just thank you for the safe travels, the prom. Lord, thank you for the safe prom that was had in Mountain Home and other areas. Lord, this week will start graduation week. Lord, we just pray that you will be with these graduating seniors. They finish up their high school life and as they venture on to their college life. Or if they're going into the work field, Lord, we just pray that you will lead, guide, and direct them as you see fit and help them accomplish what they hope to accomplish in their lives. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Rural Funeral Home of Arkansas, with all our respect. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the weather and the dam reports, lake levels, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. And go there, click on live views, and this is what you see. A little smoke on the water this morning, but that's pretty cool anyway, isn't it?
It looks cool. I like it. There was a lot more earlier when I looked at it. I mean, it was all covered. So
Well, when I crossed the bypass coming in this morning, you could look down the bypass to the east, and it was heavy-duty clouds on the right and sunshine on the left.
Well, there you go.
I mean, it was cool looking. It really was.
All right.
A distinct line of separation.
I should have took a picture this morning because it's really dissipated a lot.
What you're looking at is a shot back into Baxter County, Arkansas from Marion County, Arkansas. This is what we call God's country. Normal shots, you could see the baseball field straight ahead of you, and I guarantee you by the time we get done with this, you come back to that, it's probably going to be lifted off of there. It's lifting pretty quick. Rainbow Bridge is off to your left. Contractors Trust and the Railroad Depot is to your right. City of Mountain Home would be far to your right. City of Bull Shoals would be far to your left. State of Missouri is way off in the distance. Over the horizon. Go to another shot. And there you can see Contractors Trust a little bit. It's going to zoom in and not much of what you're going to see there.
Zoom into the fog.
Going to zoom to the fog.
There is water there, I promise.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Just try to step on that fog and see where you land. We're going to go ahead and read through some temperatures while we're doing that. Mountain Home is 66, Harrison 69, Batesville 72, Yellville is 67, Marshall is 68, along with Salem, Arkansas. Mountain View 66, Calico Rock 69, West Plains, Missouri 69, Springfield, Missouri 67, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 70, St. Louis, Missouri is 70 as well. Just a great shot. Those are pretty cool. Even with the fog on them, it's pretty neat to look at.
If you go to this site and watch as the sun starts coming up and cutting through it, it gets some really beautiful colors, yellows. And
you can see the ripples in the water right there. About 20 minutes from now, there'll be boats everywhere.
yeah.
You know, they had this. Now it has a lot to do with the weather, but the weather for the first time in I don't know how many years, the weather was great for the Bass Cat Owners Invitational Tournament.
That's awesome.
400 and something boats. Pretty neat.
And Cotter had the Trout Fest, didn't
And
it?
the First Security Bank Cotter Trout Fest was done over the weekend as well, and it was great weather for that. I'm sure they were busy. Let's take a look at the radar as it blinks in, blinks out. Got some thunderstorms moving through the state of Illinois, a little bit in Kentucky and Tennessee, some down in the southern part of Mississippi. But as far as Arkansas goes, looks pretty clear. We're going to zoom back into Arkansas alone for the main purpose of not getting my butt chewed after a while.
Whew.
What happened to it?
You zoomed way in.
It zoomed itself. From Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville to Jonesboro, Fort Smith over to Memphis, Conway to Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, Greenville, Mississippi, all clear except for a little bit of rain that's going to be gone by noon up around Jonesboro. Got a little bit sneaking in over here from Oklahoma, but it's not going to be here. Looks like a pretty good day, Scooter. Watches and warnings, nothing in Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. You didn't know I could name all those, did you?
I'm impressed.
I got a cheat sheet. Today, mostly sunny, high near 89, slight chance of thunderstorms, then sunny. I think that slight chance was this morning. Tonight, 50% chance of thunderstorms, low of 63. Tomorrow, high of 83 with a 30% chance of thunderstorms. Tomorrow night, 20% chance of rain with a low of 62. Wednesday, high of 80. We're going to have a chance of rain pretty much every day this week.
It looks like it.
The ups and downs are going to be 80 on Wednesday, low of 63, 80 on Thursday, low of 66, 84 on Friday, with a low Friday night of 64. Saturday, it's going to be a 60% chance of rain all day, high near 86. Saturday night, low around 65. And then Sunday, of course, it's going to rain on Sunday, 6% chance of rain, high near 84. You know, if the 50% chance of rain all week this week is like the 50% chance on Saturday we had,
we'll take it. Yeah.
Pollen and allergy. Here we go. Tree pollen today is moderate, low tomorrow, low on Wednesday. Grass is very high today, moderate tomorrow, and moderate on Wednesday. No ragweed to speak of today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 554.80, which is 2.80 above full pool. 552, Lake Bull Shoals. And Norfolk is not generating at this time. Lake Bull Shoals 663.72, which is 4.72 above full pool of 659, and they're currently generating 5. You know, Norfolk's not generating any, but I was down.
They haven't for a little bit.
I was down on the river Saturday. That river is still full.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah,
big
Bull
time.
Shoals is dumping,
Yeah.
but they're still quite a ways up. So Norfolk, they got kind of under control. They haven't been generating. Norfolk hadn't been doing it in a while. You can see the water tables went up just a little bit.
Yeah, let's see. That'd be last Wednesday was the last time I had anything for them. So that's the lake level dam reports and all the updates from the weather for you. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. I say they're busy, but never too busy to assist you. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. We sell Ferris zero-turn mowers that have patented coil spring suspension. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. We buy, sell, trade, new and used mowers. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road in Mountain Home, where your business is appreciated.
Have you ever known?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse.
Oh, I guess I need to put that on there. There you go. Mower Warehouse, it's up.
So
what
wait
did
a
I
minute.
have up there?
You had sports.
Oh, I hit the wrong key. It happens. This is live.
It wasn't
folks.
me.
It was me. It
By
was
golly.
me. I was putting sports up there already.
This Saturday, May the 13th, from 7:30 to 10:30 at St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church at 249 Dyer Street. You're going to have a Paul Bunyan breakfast. All you care to eat, scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee and juice, all brought to your table on china with silverware. Adults are $8. Children under 12 are $4. Children under 5 eat free. All proceeds go to Knights of Columbus, I would imagine. This month they are sharing their proceeds with St. Vincent de Paul Society. All on-duty Baxter Health Emergency Medical Services teams will be the guest of the Knights of Columbus. Takeout orders are available. Tonight, May the 8th, from 4 to 6, they're doing a lasagna dinner. It's $10 per person. This will be for the Alley White American Legion Post 52 at 717 Market Street here in Mountain Home. It includes lasagna, salad, and garlic bread from 4 to 6 tonight at the Alley White American Legion Post number 52. How about that, Scooter?
All right.
Kick Cancer in the Bass is going to be a bass tournament coming up to help support Pite's Cancer House. We'll talk more about that as the date gets closer. Ozark Mountain, we'll talk about that here after a while. And then the American Legion will be doing a monthly pancake breakfast on the 27th from 7:30 to 11, also at the Alley White American Legion. Let's see what we got for community news. I'm not seeing anything too exciting. Graduation from Mammoth Springs High School will be tonight. That will be at 7 o'clock in their gymnasium. There are going to be 22 seniors graduating.
Woohoo!
Savannah Chance is the class valedictorian, and Lauren Skaggs is salutatorian. This class of 22 has received $150,000 in scholarships this year. That's pretty good for class of 22.
Mm-hmm.
Baxter County Sheriff's Office will be holding an auction to auction off some old cars. That'll be June the 6th at 6 o'clock at Walker Auction. Salesville is going to hear the second reading on tiny homes tonight at their city council meeting. That city council meeting will take place at the council chambers at 6 o'clock tonight. They'll also be discussing trash service. Let's see here. Today's the last day to early vote. Polls will close at 4:30 today, I believe, on the early voting, and then your last chance to voice your opinion and cast your vote will be tomorrow, normal polling places with normal polling hours. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Dora, Missouri will be having they had their graduation last night. Let's see how many they graduated. 26 seniors with $96,470 in scholarships. That was yesterday at 2 o'clock. Man, I believe that'll do it. Community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse. Mower Warehouse is located at Buzzard Roost Cutoff Road and Highway 178, about a quarter mile off the bypass. You'll know you're there when you see the lawnmower up in the air. Know you're there seeing the mower in the air. How you like that?
There you go. They got mowers everywhere.
Mowers everywhere. In the air. Put your derriere in a mower that's been in the air.
Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. Now we're pushing it.
Mower Warehouse. Parts service. Instead of ordering off eBay or Amazon, waiting 2 or 3 days shipping, go by and give Brent a check, see if he's got it. They'll come to you if need be.
Yep.
I've heard that. And Mower Warehouse, Highway 178, Buzzard Roost Cutoff Road, about a quarter mile off the bypass. We'll be back with Monday Morning Sports Update in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Monday morning sports update. And guess what, Scooter?
What's that?
Scooter, school is about out. So
it is.
Therefore, Monday morning sports update will probably turn into Monday morning business spotlights.
Yeah. Yeah, because during the summer, there just really isn't anything to talk about.
No. The Missouri will continue their district play for softball. Excuse me. District play will continue. Class 1, District 4 tournament. The Lady Falcons of Dora will face the top-seeded Fordland at 4. Bakersfield will play Plateau at 6. Two other teams will be playing will be Mansfield in the quarterfinals for the Class 2 District 4. Top-seeded Ava gets underway against Kabul at noon. Gainesville plays Mountain Grove at 2. Forsyth will continue to host the Class 2A District 5 tournament. The Lady Panthers are paired up with Stratford. They will play at 6 o'clock tonight in high school baseball. Bakersfield entertains Norwood. Gainesville travels to Alton. Mountain Home boys and the Mountain Home baseball team and the girls softball team are getting ready to play in their state tournament starting on Thursday. That should be a good time. I wish I could sneak away and go watch both of those, matter of fact, because it should be good. The Mountain Home Christian Academy had their conference track meet. Caden Winfeld had a high jump of 6'3", finished second in long jump. Claire Hammonds had second in high jump. Kenna Riley ended up second in the shot put. Riley Pegler took third in the 300-meter hurdles. We did have a bunch of guys go to the state weightlifting competition.
Yeah. How did that turn out?
I don't have any direct details of that, but I do know that Michael Davis is a repeating state champion.
Sweet. Way to go, Michael.
I did get a text message on that. So congratulations to Michael Davis. And who would have ever known weightlifting was a thing?
Oh, yeah. They've been doing that for a while.
Well, I know they have, but people don't talk about it a lot. You know, it's not something that's brought up and visited about very much. But congratulations to those guys. They had a whole slew of guys that went, and I know they all did a very good job, which with having prom Saturday night,
I bet that was a little tough.
They want to get that done and get back.
Yeah.
And who knows, they may not have went.
Yeah, some of them may not have. I haven't heard.
The North Central Board of Realtors is going to be holding a Special Olympics Fishing Derby. The annual North Central Board of Realtors Special Olympics Fishing Derby is scheduled for Saturday at McCabe Park behind the Restore by King Dermatology. The Derby is open to the handicapable, there we go, handicapable children and adults of all ages. The day begins with registration at 8:30. Fishing will start a half hour later. All poles, baits will be provided. Participants will just be able to enjoy just a fun day of fishing, hot dogs, chips, drinks, cookies. For more information about this, they don't give a name here, but you can call 870-405-1347 or 870-404-5879.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. Them young capable. I like the way they put handicapable. Where they put that, they get so excited.
That's cool.
So, in all ages, they just get so excited. Be a good time. That really is about all we got going on, Scooter.
Not much else in sports.
I know the boys won Friday night their soccer match. I think both boys and girls won their soccer matches Friday night. But the girls' season is over. The boys will continue on and play in the state tournament.
Awesome.
And we'll have more dates on that on Wednesday. We'll get times and dates where that's going to happen. We'll have the times and places for the baseball and softball tournaments as well. We'll cover those on Wednesday. But right now, that's about all I got.
All right. Like I said, other than this week, we've got, we don't have graduation, but we do have that banquet Tuesday night. So
Tuesday night is a banquet. We're having a Gridiron Club meeting, getting ready to start kicking off things for the steak dinner and auction that will come up probably in August.
That's a big one for them.
That is a big fundraiser for the football organization, all the way down to the Pee Wee level, all the way up through 12th grade. It's not just the high school like some people think, but it is it's a great fundraiser. They started when Coach Harry got here. Mike and Susan Stockton, the Pattersons, the Joneses, the Barnetts, they've all pitched in to help with that. It's been really, really good. I understand they've got some new folks at the helm this year. I've got a meeting with them at 5:30 tonight, so we'll see how that goes. See who's going to be manning the ship. So,
there you go.
But if you have previously donated to this cause by me making a phone call to you, you can expect a phone call real quick. In fact, I've already started making some. I've already got several things already been donated, so it's a good time. It's a great interaction. You know where the money goes. You can see it by the gear that's been bought for the organization, for the football teams. Like I said, it's not just the high school. It's passed all the way down throughout the ranks from 3rd grade all the way up through 12, and it's just a good thing. So that's all I've got for you.
That's it, huh?
This is it. Been Monday Morning Sports Update. Be back in just a little bit. We've got the athletic director from Yellville Summit is coming on. We're going to talk about some exciting things going on over in Marion County with the Yellville Summit Panthers. And
he's always energetic.
He's always entertaining. Energetic, entertaining, that's one and the same.
There you go.
Especially with Coach Jones, so we're in good shape. Kick back, relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home at
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Monday Morning Sports. The athletic director from Yellville Summit Public Schools, Steve Jones, is with us. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks
for having me. It's been a while. You know,
it has been.
We can't do this. I'm just going to say, we can't do this. We can't come in here preseason football and then come the last week of school.
Right.
You need to come a little more often.
It's only been, maybe 4 times all year this year.
You haven't even been that many. Well, wait, I was out one time.
Surely I was out.
I had to come in
basketball
when I was up for my surgery. Yeah. So, all right.
But no, I agree. We'll make this more often. And what's up with it being on Monday? It's always been on Friday before.
Well,
I'm not supposed to ask you questions, am I?
No, that's fine. We do 2 shows now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Monday, Friday. That's why I try to give you a choice when I call you.
Oh, awesome.
But I needed you today.
Well, that's fine. I'm happy to be here. It worked out real well, actually.
You know, congratulations are in order again for a state championship girls track team.
We're flying pretty high over that. Yeah, well, this was a repeat for us. And, the first year we won the girls state track title, it came down to the last race, and we beat the team we needed to beat in the last race and won the title by 1 point or 2 points or something. I mean, it was a thrill. Then last year we won it we actually had it won about 3/4 of the way through the meet, unless something just completely blew up. We felt like we had it won. And I mean, I hesitate to say things like this because it always comes back to haunt you, but we kind of dominated this year. And really, at the halfway point, you could kind of see this was.
Were you there?
I was there. Every race, every jump. Wouldn't have missed. In the spring of the year, and I know every school's like this, Mountain Home is too. You've got baseball, softball, boys and girls track going on. Mm-hmm. And as an athletic director, I'm going somewhere every night. And the Arkansas Activities Association prefers that we have administrators at baseball games and softball games because historically speaking, that's where parents will get the most upset at. Mm-hmm. And you could have some kind of situation, a dust up or something, a Donnybrook. Anyway, so we don't get to as many track meets because we have to keep those covered. But I try to go to 2 or 3 a year, and of course the state when I'm going to block off everything else and go to that. And our girls, what an amazing job. They ran track on whatever day of the week that was, mm-hmm. Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday, I can't remember. The next day turn around and those same girls are playing in the regional softball district tournament. So, they had to be exhausted. I was exhausted watching. I can't imagine doing events and then turn around playing ball the next day.
We made a pretty big deal out of it the next morning on the show, so it must have been a Tuesday.
It may have been. That sounds.
And I believe we talked about it quite a bit on Wednesday. And my emphasis was Yellville, Cotter, Norfolk, and Calico Rock all compete in track. Mm-hmm. Not a one of those schools has a track.
No, right.
And Yellville's a 3-peat state champion.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear a little bit of trivia to go with that?
Sure.
In the world, this is sadly, whenever you do something good, there's always going to be somebody that's going to be like, kind of knock it down a little bit. And I heard someone say, well, it's just 2A. And stuff like that we are 2A. That's who we are. So I didn't do this, but a couple of the other people at school did. Plugged in the numbers and the times and the distances. We would have won the 3A state title too if we had been competing in 3A. And To me, it's all a big accomplishment for our girls. I'm so proud of them. And I'm proud of our coaches, how hard they work. And it was just, I told Coach Martin, that's our girls track coach, we've kind of reached the point now where if we don't win the state title, we're going to be very disappointed. Whereas most people come on with a runner-up and they're like, hey, we're a runner-up. Runner-up, we just throw that out the bus on the way home. I don't really mean that, but she's raised the bar really high there as to what our expectations are.
And are they going to lose a bunch of seniors this year?
We're going to lose a couple. I'm going to go to my phone here real quick because I've got some results here. Cambry Gibson had an outstanding day.
I understand she was High Point, but they don't recognize High Point at state.
Yes, they do not, and it's a shame they should because, she's certainly deserving. I know she won the 100-meter dash I'm looking at right here. We're going to lose her. That's a big loss. She won the 200-meter dash. But we also returned some good ones. KJ Moore, first place in the, 400-meter dash. She's just a junior. Riley Hobson was finished 10th in the 800-meter run, but she's a 9th grader, so we're expecting big things out of her. She also finished 2nd in the 1,600-meter run. I won't read all of them off, but yes, we're going to lose some, but we also have several returning. I started to say starters, but competitive athletes. Faye Chisholm won first in the pole vault, so. You always get scared listing off names.
Yeah.
Because I'll get in my truck on my way home and go, oh.
Why didn't I mention that one?
Yes. And it's always, somebody huge that won 4 events or something.
And you mentioned winning 4 events. I want to mention this, and we talked about Cambry already, but this young lady entered 6 events.
Yes.
She was 2nd in long jump, 2nd in triple jump. She's a state champion 100-meter dash, state champion 100-meter hurdles, state champ 200-meter dash, and state champ in 300-meter hurdles. This young lady won 4 out of 6 state championships.
And was runner-up in the other 2.
Right. 2. No wonder she's High Point.
4 golds and 2 silvers. That's a pretty good day.
Yeah, that's not a bad day.
Pretty good day, yeah. She just did a tremendous job and a tremendous competitor and work ethic and practices and runs all the time.
How did your girls fare in the softball?
We made it out of districts in the region, but got beat in the first round of regionals. And our baseball team did too. Same story. Made it, top 4 in district. Went to regionals. And our regional tournament was last Thursday at Greenland, Arkansas, which is in the Fayetteville area. We played baseball and softball all day in a pouring down rain. And as long as it wasn't lightning, we could play, but they had to change balls about every 5 pitches. And bring new ones. I don't know how many they went through. It was the most miserable I have ever been at a ball game. Just standing there in the rain, and our kids, everything was just soaked. I'm not talking about a drizzle now. A steady rain. And the only way we were able to complete that is Greenland has a completely turf field. So, but there was a couple of times when we're not used to playing on turf, so our kids go down to slide going into second base. And slide all the way to center field. Because it was. Remember slip and slide when we were kids?
Oh, yeah.
It was exactly like that. Just slide all the way out to center field. And but anyway, a fun day. It was something to talk about, and by the time those kids are our age, they'll be talking about how they played in the snow and there was some, ice on the ground and everything else. Stories get exaggerated.
So you guys have a hard time playing on turf, and Mountain Home has a hard time playing on dirt.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, they have Coach. Crow was in here, and he was saying, my boys just can't play on dirt.
Huh.
So, the end of the season, end of the year, have you got anything still going on right now as far as sports at school?
Well, we actually have 2 track meets left. We have the Meet of Champs, which occurs, I think, this Wednesday. I'm not going to look it up. It's Wednesday.
I believe it is,
I think it is. And that's at Russellville. And that is where the state champions from class 1A through 6A all go to the same place. And here's the thing: we're going to score some points at this. That's a big deal. Most of the time it's obviously dominated by your 6A and 5A, but occasionally some 4A and 3A kids will slip in. We're going to have a pretty good showing out of 2A this year.
You're going to have a good number of kids there.
We're going to have a good number of kids there. And, like I said, we've got a pole vault state champion that will compete well at that. Cambry Gibson is going to compete with whoever we put her on the track against. KJ Moore, Abby Methvin. Now I'm starting thinking names. These all girls will all compete down there. I had something very profound I was going to share with you, and now it has slipped my mind.
It'll come back.
Yes, on my drive back to Yellville. Oh, that was it. Yeah. I'll text you.
Coach, has Yellville ever, any student athlete from Yellville gotten scholarship money for track?
Absolutely. April Martin, our coach, was a Division I track athlete at the University of Central Arkansas. Then there's been two more, and I'm not saying this as a brag. I was a shot putter and discus thrower in college, at College of the Ozarks. And then a young man that graduated from Yellville about 5 or 6 years ago, Matthew, he went to College of the Ozarks on a track scholarship and actually became the national champion in the shot and the disc.
Wow.
This is a kid who bench presses 450 pounds. I mean, just super young man. I wish I could think of his last name. It's going to drive me crazy.
It'll be on your list of things to remember.
Yes, it'll be on my list of things to remember. Yeah, but he's a good one. He's now a sports trainer and a weightlifting coach. What do you call it? Strength and conditioning coach. I mean, he's expert in these areas. Matt Thomas. There you go. Yellville boy made big. But April, him. They're the most recent two. Stockton Mallet could have done track. He chose to do Division I football, but he was also a state champion in shot and disc. This is something, and Coach Martin has certainly raised the bar for track and field at Yellville. But we've actually been pretty good at it for a long time, but real good at it now. And that's what it takes. We, as coaches, we talk about you got to have the right coach and the right athletes to be really, really good. The right coach can make you so good, and good athletes can make. I've had good athletes make me look like I knew what I was doing on the baseball field before. I didn't do anything; they did it, and it made me look like, well, Coach Jones is really smart. And you know me, that's fake it at best. Anyway, but when you have good athletes, or really good athletes like we have in girls right now, and a really good coach, you're going to have state titles and district titles and all that. And slip this one in. We have 10 varsity sports at Yellville, and this year we won conference titles in 4 of them. So I mean that's 40% clip out of 8 teams in the conference. We're pretty proud of that. That's a good year.
As the athletic director, and I already know the answer to this, but in your opinion, how important are sports in high school?
That's funny because I was just talking about this with our superintendent the other day. The three of us grew up in a time period where, I mean, you're obviously a sports guy, but we also probably cut some square bales of hay, threw those up on a trailer, cut a load of wood. These days, those jobs aren't as prevalent as they used to be. So where kids learn to work is in sports. Learn to do physical work and sweat and get tired and get yelled at on occasion. And another thing we talked about the other day, the more you love a kid, the more you can fuss at them, and they'll take it and respond to it the right way. But if they don't think you really love them or care about them, they're not going to take much getting fussed at. But I think sports is where I was blessed. So were you. We got to haul hay, cut wood, and play sports. So we were beat up all the time, and getting corrected quite a bit.
Yeah, haul hay, haul bricks, shovel mortar.
I have a funny Coach Crow story, but it's too long to tell on this, but it's about hauling bricks. So I'll tell you that sometime.
Okay.
But to answer your question, I think sports are very, very important. And I made my kids do sports when they were kids, and as they got older, I said, you can pick out a couple that you like the best, but we're going to do, and they're all proud that they did and glad they did.
Well, and that's the way I raised my children as well. My children they always knew they were going to be involved in an extracurricular activity.
Yes.
Whether it was tiddlywinks or football, it didn't matter.
Well,
they were going to be doing something that someone was trying to instruct them other than me.
Yes. That's like Coach Martin, for example. And our boys track coach Charlie Melton, he was a coach at Yellville 30 years ago or 20 years ago. We brought him back. He's won a couple of state titles in basketball and softball. He can coach anything. He does our boys. He does a good job with them. But, as a parent, I wanted my children to get instruction from good people. And I was less concerned about how much they knew about the sport than what kind of person they were. Mm-hmm. Because you want your children to be – sometimes I can tell my daughter something over and over and over again, but she hears it from someone else – and it's the gospel truth. Yeah. But Dad's told her that for 10 years. And so you want April Martin, Charlie Melton, people like that.
Some confirmation.
Yes, to be around your children.
It's time to take a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Steve Jones is with us. He's the athletic director from Yellville Summit. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
You know, Harry, I think you were right. I hate to say it.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I think it is finally time for us to move out of this place. Someplace closer to the churches, doctors, someplace you don't have to mow a huge yard. It's time we downsize.
No, I've seen that hottest hotshot agent guy. He's got himself a bunch of listings.
Well, I talked to Grace, and she had some wonderful things to say about the Z Team.
Oh yeah, we've heard them on the radio. I checked out the website at retiredarkansas.net the other day. Didn't really look like they had a lot of listings.
They don't have a lot of listings because they sell them.
Well, maybe it's time for us to call the Z-Team. Marge, I think maybe this time you were right.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Call the Z-Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home. 870-405-0793.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. We sell Ferris zero-turn mowers that have patented coil spring suspension. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. We buy, sell, trade new and used mowers. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road in Mountain Home, where your business is appreciated.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday Morning Sports. Coach Steve Jones, athletic director from Yellville Summit Panthers. Coach, you got a big fundraiser coming up with your golf tournament.
Yes, sir. June 10th. I'm going to read this off here. Saturday, June 10th, we will play. He'll have what's called a shotgun start. Are you a golfer?
I have played.
Okay. I have held a club. But it's a two-man scramble, and I think $50 for an individual, $100 for a team. And all the proceeds go to Yellville Summit Athletics. And we use this, what every athletic department uses it for. We'll buy meals for our team. We'll buy uniforms, things like this. Mm-hmm. It's a good time. Last year we had about 24 competitors, 12 teams or so. And, we're hoping that was our first year to do it. We're hoping to expand it this year and get that going. And it's a good time, and and all the money goes towards straight into Yellville Summit Athletics.
And where's that
Except
played?
what we give out in prizes. I'm sorry.
Where's that played at?
That's a good question. I should have mentioned it. Diamond Hills Country Club in Diamond City, Arkansas.
And it will start at what time?
Check-in is at 8 a.m., and then we will have a shotgun start at 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Probably no more teams than what you've got, just one flight.
Well, I think last year we went ahead and did 2 flights.
Did you?
Mainly because we wanted to give out some extra prizes. And, you know, if you're like me, I would not be in the top flight.
I'm a full course player.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to see every inch of that thing.
Every inch. Okay, I get you now.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm a full course player.
I always feel sorry for the guys that just show up and want to play and support the team. They have no chance of winning anything. So let's flight it out, and maybe they'll have a chance to win something too.
I had an opportunity to go one time to Florida and play on a tournament players course,
Mm-hmm.
the TPC down, I can't remember what city, just outside of Orlando.
Right.
And I took a pastor friend of mine with me. I could bring a guest because we were going as guests of these 2 pros.
Okay.
And we went to play. Of course, the pros teamed up on their own, and then Roy and I went as a team.
Right.
However that works. And we see this old guy pulling his cart, and he's walking along, and he's got his golf bag going, and he says, "Gentlemen, either one of y'all could pull my cart for me, pull my bag."
Uh-huh.
And I said, "Sure, you know, I'm 20 years younger than I am now. Yeah, I can pull it for you." And I said, "What's up?" He said, "Well, I'm just tired." And I said, "Well, I understand that."
Okay.
So Roy said, "I'll take the cart, and I'll let this gentleman ride with us, and he can just kind of team up, and we'll play." So we get making small talk, and I said, "Well, sir, do you play a lot?" He said, "I play every day." I said, "Where at?" He said, "Right here. This is my home course. I play every day here." I said, "Oh, how you shoot?" He said, "I shoot 72 every day." I said, "Really?"
That's good, isn't it?
I said, "Well, yeah," and
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking. That's good, isn't it? He said, "Yeah, it's pretty good. I shoot 72 every day." We get to hole 11. This old boy puts his bags up, covers up his sticks, and he leaves. I said, "Sir, where are you going?" He said, 72's done. He shoots 72 every
Shoots
day.
70, okay.
That's all he shoots, and he leaves.
That's a good way to do it.
I thought, well, can't get no worse than that.
No, he got his strokes in. Yeah.
Does Yellville have a golf team?
We do. Actually, conference champion golf team. Coached by my friend and associate, my assistant athletic director, Jackie Davis, coaches the golf team. And we went state this year. We got beat at state, but we won our district, and pretty proud of that.
When does the season start for the high school?
It is. It actually starts before school starts.
It starts first part of August.
First part of August. So they're out there when it's nice and cool.
Is Diamond Hills, is that your home course?
Yeah, well, kind of. We actually play there some. We play this one in Mountain Home.
Twin Lakes or Big Creek?
I want to say both at
Both.
some point. You know, we'll try to rotate between those 3. We really don't have a home course. I guess you'd say Diamond Hills probably would be more than anybody else.
How far is that from you?
25 miles.
So really, it's just as quick to come over here.
It is, and I mean, we mix it up just so we can see different courses and different venues and whatnot.
What other? I guess those are considered a fall sport then.
Mm-hmm. It is.
When really it's dead of summer, but.
Well, in the fall, you start with golf, and volleyball will start shortly after that.
Then
and football is all going at the same time. And there's a 2-week or 3-week time period where all 3 are going. So, you know, as AD, I'm going to watch something every night of the week, and which is, I mean, that's
your wife loves that, right?
Well, she don't care. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world to have to go watch sports every night.
Mm-hmm.
That's I kind of.
I'd rather watch it in person than watch it on television. So.
Sometimes. I do wish I had a recliner that traveled with me. So wouldn't that be handy?
The Jones recliner.
A portable recliner.
Of course, you'd have to get a minivan to put it in.
Well,
so.
yeah, all in a flatbed truck. But that's a busy time of
Granny
year.
clapping in her reclining chair. Here we go.
Yeah.
So how's the football team looking?
Looking good. You know, we graduated one senior. Our quarterback, Robert Howell, but you know, we feel like we've got a replacement coming up, a younger kid, and you know, we had 1 or 2 young men move away, but we also had a couple move in. So you know, there's a little bit. It's not the transfer portal in high school, but every year you're going to have somebody move. Every year you hope to have some good ones move in. You know, we finished 5-5 last year, which was our first 500 season since 2012. And you know, 5-5 is kind of, well, that's kind of average. It is, but we had been 1-9, 2-8, 1-9. 3 and
But
7.
you also
1-9.
changed classifications too, though, didn't
Yeah,
you?
well, right. We are going to be in our last year of 2A. Oh, I'm sorry. In football, we're 3A.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we moved up the classification and increased our win total. And everybody feels real confident. The coach feels real confident that we'll increase on that again next year.
Now, you mentioned the transfer portal in passing and a little bit joking.
Right.
How is that new Act 1173, is it, that just passed through?
We'll see.
School of choice where sports can be the reason for moving.
Mm-hmm.
And you can play more than one school in one given year.
I don't know how this is going to shake out yet. I really am not concerned, but I think that we're going to have a situation where we'll see a kid come to Yellville, play football, and then transfer to Ozark Mountain School District or Cotter or Flippin or somewhere and play basketball, and then maybe transfer somewhere else to play baseball or run track. I can see that happening, and I will. If I'll tell you,
I don't see how that can be good for a child's grades.
It could. I wouldn't think, but I will say this: if it benefits us, I'll like it. If it doesn't benefit us, I won't like it. I'm just going to be honest. And if it doesn't benefit us, I'm going to complain about it to everybody who will listen. But if it does, I'm going to just
let it
kind of accept it and let it go.
Yeah.
And aren't we all that way? I'm just admitting it. Yeah. If it helps us.
It just seems to be a tad bit bizarre.
I think the situation I just mentioned is probably extreme.
But it could be done.
It could be done.
That's what people don't realize.
No, I think what we'll see is, and again, if this benefits us, great. Somebody will come to Yellville to play football, and then they'll go to Flippin or Cotter or somewhere and play basketball, or vice versa. They'll play basketball with us, and play baseball somewhere else. I think that we might see. As an athletic director, what I hope for is they come to Yellville and go, man, I really love it here. I'm going to stay.
But they have to enroll into the school. They can't do classwork in Cotter and come to Yellville to play football.
Correct. And
now that I would like a little better.
Yeah, well, if you can do classwork one place.
Yeah. Get your classwork done in one place, but Cotter doesn't offer football.
Yeah.
So you could go across the river and play football at Yellville.
This is going to be really interesting, and we live in exciting times in high school sports right now. All this stuff. It's
Hall of Fame, Hall of Honor.
We'll be doing that this fall. Got 2 nominees. I'm confident they'll both be voted in. We'll do one in football season. I'm not going to say their names yet, but one in football season, one in basketball season. That's always one of my favorite nights of the year to bring back. You were very instrumental in bringing back H.C. Hall, and I learned things about him I didn't know in doing a little research there. So I love that. That's one of my favorite aspects of the job. This week we have our athletic awards are Thursday evening at 6 p.m. And we're going to say some goodbye to some good seniors and have a guest speaker. In fact, it's a young man who works here at Mountain Home, Tobias Pugsley. He works with the hospital. He's a Yellville Summit alumni, played football at Evangel. He's going to come back and be our guest speaker, and we're really excited about that.
Good.
Anyway, that's all the news.
When is that?
Thursday at 6 p.m. This Thursday.
Thursday, 6 p.m. at the cafeteria or in the gym?
Actually, we'll be in the gym, yeah. Yes, sir.
Good time. I noticed that the football boys are hitting the weights, training up hard.
Getting
new coaches over there?
We do, actually. We hired a new coach last week, a couple of weeks ago, as an assistant, a young man named Trent Middleton, who was a coach at Marshall and actually played football at Yellville. He went back and forth when Yellville and Marshall for a year. There was a year Marshall canceled their football season. His family moved to Yellville. He played his senior year up there. And he's been coaching down there for a few years. He played college ball at Hendricks, which I don't know how long they've had football, but 10 or 12, 15 years, something like that. But he played down there. Big, strapping young guy. We're excited to bring him on board. And we've been working with 3 football coaches, which is really, you need 4, and I'd like to have 5. But if I can get 4, we're pretty solid. So we're really excited to add Trent Middleton to our staff.
Good deal, Coach. Congratulations on all the success that the Yellville Summit Panthers have had this past season.
Thank you.
Past school year, and best of luck to you with the sports that are coming up at the end. The golf tournament should be a good time.
This should be a good time. I just hope it doesn't rain.
Maybe me and Scooter will team up.
You should absolutely come up there and we're going to have barbecue when it's over too. So pulled pork.
There's some reason to come now.
Yeah.
There you go.
All that for the low, low price.
Well, thanks for making the trip over. We appreciate you coming anytime you can.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7 TV. We'll see you tomorrow.